Boys, how are you? I hope that you are fine. Welcome to my Zoom class. You know that today's topic is tag question. By this time, at the very beginning of the Zoom class, we had a discussion about the topic. And according to your topic, we have selected the items. Those are transformation of sentence, completing sentence, tag question, and connector. By this time, we have completed transformation of sentence, completing sentence, and we are going on tag question. And I hope that we continued for 3 classes on tag question. And if you agree with me that I want to conclude tag question today, that means today the class of tag question will be the last class. And I hope that from the next class, if you agree with my proposal according to your demand, then I will start from connector. Okay. So today is the last day of tag question. And like the other days, I have written some sentences of 2 contexts on the board. And we will move to the board now so that we can discuss on that, and we can discuss on the different various basic grammatical items of tag question while we will be discussing the writing on the board. Now look at the board. Number 1A. Each and everybody wants to succeed in life. Number B. But it is not an easy task. Number C. A man should work hard to get success in life. Number D. He must not be lazy and poorly motivated in his action. Number E. Rather, he will be committed and dedicated to his goal of life. So these are the 5 sentences. Now go on the first sentence. Number 1A. Each and everybody. Each and everybody is the subject. And wants is finite verb. So I have to pick out the auxiliary verb from the finite verb according to the subject and tense. And you know that I discussed in the last day that how we'll pick out the auxiliary verb from a main verb in a sentence. That is, if you make the sentence in negative or interrogative, then auxiliary verb will automatically come out. So in this sentence, each and everybody, you know that instead of each and everybody, we use they, not he. We use they. So according to the subject, that means if they is set here, then what will be the object? So what will be the linking verb? And either it will be, either there will be a negative particle or not. As the sentence is written in the affirmative, so there will be a negative particle. So what will be the answer? D-O-N apostrophe T. Don't they? Don't they? Each and everybody wants to succeed in life. That means the subject will be they. So they. Then the sentence is in the affirmative. So not. And as the subject is there, so there will be the auxiliary verb will be do. Don't they? Is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, number B. It is not an easy task. Here, subject is it. Subject is it. Is finite verb. And the sentence is written in the negative form. So it is very easy. You have to write down is it. So it is not an easy task. Is it? That means if the sentence is in the negative form, you have to write the tag question in the affirmative form. If the sentence is in the affirmative form, you have to write the tag question in the negative form. So, is it? I think it is clear. It is easier than other. Number C, a man should work hard to get success in life. A man is the subject. Should is the finite verb. Sorry, auxiliary verb. A man should work hard to get success in life. That means subject, auxiliary verb or modal, then the sentence is written in affirmative form. So, shouldn't. Shouldn't he? Instead of a man, he will be used. So, shouldn't he? Number D, he must not be lazy and poorly motivated in his action. That means that man must not be lazy in his life and he should be strongly motivated to perform his actions in life. So, he is the subject. He is the subject and must is the auxiliary verb or modal. So, the sentence is written in the negative form. So, he must not be lazy. I don't think about the other part of the sentences because you have to consider three things. One, what is subject? What is auxiliary verb? And either it is written in the affirmative or negative. If there is no auxiliary directly, then what main verb is there and what auxiliary verb you will pick out from that main verb. These are the consideration. You have to write down considering these three things. So, he must not be lazy and poorly motivated in his action. So, he is subject, must is auxiliary verb or modal. And negative, the sentence is negative. So, must he? Must he? Number E, rather he will be committed and dedicated to his goal of life. Rather, he will be committed and dedicated to his goal of life. So, here he is the subject and will is the auxiliary verb. And the sentence is written in the affirmative. So, what will be the tag question? It will be will not. That means we know, you know, will not will be in contracted form, won't, W-O-N apostrophe T. Will not will be won't in the contracted form. Won't he. And you know that subject is he here. So you need not change the subject. It is in the pronoun form. So won't he. Now look at the board. Number 1, A, B, C, D and E. Is there any confusion regarding anyone? Is there any confusion regarding A? Is there any confusion? Can anyone tell me if there is any confusion or any ambiguity or any complexities? Then you can ask me and get the answer and get the clarification also so that you can be clear. You should feel free to ask me any question if there is anything. Ask me. Don't hesitate to ask me. Boys? No confusion?
No confusion, sir.
Every 5 sentences are clear. How we have solved it, what is the answer, how you have to written it, how you have to write it, and how you have to complete it. Everything is clear to you, or any confusion, any sorts of confusion, any query?
No, sir.
No query. You are 26 boys are attending, and it is very satisfactory to me that 26 boys are present and all are becoming clear about that. Anyone is not having any question. That is a pleasure for me. And I expect that you will be utmost attentive in the classroom And this is my declaration that as we are having in the Zoom class, so everybody should have the responsibility to learn it better, because in this situation, we cannot attend the live classes. That means we attend the real classes and we are attending the virtual classes. That is why we have to be more serious, more attentive in the classroom, so that without the presence of the real class, we can know a lot of things by our Zoom class. So everyone should be attentive, because you know that in the pandemic situation, with the guardians are very, very anxious about your preparation, about your study. So to make your parents comfortable, you should attend the class, you should be attentive in the class, and you should complete your lesson, because your test exam is knocking at the door, and for that you have to get ready so that you can do better in the exam. So I am repeatedly telling that if there is any confusion or complexities or any ambiguity, then let me clear on that. Don't hesitate to ask me any question. Just feel free to ask me any question. Okay. If there is no problem, then we should move to the second one. Number 2A. And about number 1, I forget to tell one thing, that the total 5 sentences are dealing with a single context, single theme. That is success in life. Everybody wants to success in life. Everybody wants to succeed in life. Everybody wants to get success in life. That is the main theme. And in this regard, one should not be lazy, and he should properly motivate his self-feelings to be succeed, to be successful in life. That is the main theme. So single theme is, that is on success in the life. Number 2A. I wholeheartedly believe that you are a real patriot. I try to be so. Number C. I know patriotism is a noble virtue. Number D. It inspires a man to shed blood for his country. Number E. A man without patriotism is no better than a beast. So these are the 5 sentences, and these 5 sentences are also dealing with a single theme. It is having a single context. What is that? That is about patriotism. That means one has to be patriot, and he should show the feelings of patriotism, and the whole passage is based on this theme, patriotism. So number 2A, I wholeheartedly believe you are a real patriot. And in this long sentence, we are having 2 clauses. That means 2 sentences. I wholeheartedly believe. This is one sentence. You are a real patriot. This is another sentence. Those 2 sentences are in a long sentence. And how you will solve the problem? What sentence you will take in regard? That you have to make the tag question on which sentence. I undoubtedly believe. On this, you will fix up the tag question, or you are a real patriot. On this, you have to fix up the question, tag question. So the first clue is that the nearest one, that means the gap which is closely associated with the sentence, you have to consider that sentence. That means, I wholeheartedly believe you are a real patriot. You are a real patriot. This portion is closely related, is closely connected with the blank. So you have to consider this. You are a real patriot. And here, you is the subject, and are is the auxiliary verb. And you are a real patriot. And what will be the answer? and it is in the affirmative form. So you have to pick out the auxiliary verb first, are, then you have to write the negative particle aren't you. Aren't you? That means one confusion was at the very beginning, which sentence I will regard to make the tag question. So I wholeheartedly believe, according to this sentence, I have to make the tag question, or you are a real patriot. According to this sentence, I have to make the tag question. First question arises that. The answer is that the sentence, the blanks related with which sentence, that means the blanks is related to the closed sentence. That closed sentence I will detect, I will regard for making the tag question. So according to that, you are a real patriot. This sentence we will consider. So you are a real patriot. According to this sentence, the tag question will be aren't you? Number B. Number A is clear to you. If there is two sentences in a long sentence, which sentence you will regard, and upon that, how you will do that? Is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
sir.
Yes. If you are not clear, if you are confused, then ask me again and again. I do not mind, but you have to be clear, because some will think that I undoubtedly believe that will be the sentence on whom the tag question will be made. No, the last one. So number B, I try to be so. I try to be so. Here I is the subject and try is the finite verb, and you have to pick out the auxiliary verb, that means main verb, auxiliary verb from the main verb try. So if you ask I do not try, do is the auxiliary verb. If you make it do I try, question mark, then do will come out. So the auxiliary verb is do. I try to be so. So the sentence is written in the affirmative. So what will be the answer? D-O-N apostrophe. Don't I. Don't I. I try to be so. So I try to be so. Do is auxiliary verb. The sentence is in the affirmative. So don't, D-O-N apostrophe don't. Subject is I. Don't I. Clear? Number C. I know patriotism is a noble virtue. I know patriotism is a noble virtue. Again, there are two sentences here. In the long sentence, there are two sentences. I know is one part. Patriotism is a noble virtue. That is another part. On which sentence the tag question will be made? Can you tell me? Can you tell me, boys? On which sentence you have to make the tag question? Are you clear about that? I know this is, yes.
Second.
Second. I know this is a sentence. Patriotism is a noble virtue. This is also another sentence. So the second is associated with the blank, is connected, closely connected with the blank. That is why we will consider the second one, like sentence number A. So I know patriotism is a noble virtue. So patriotism is the subject here. If we consider this sentence, patriotism is a noble virtue. Here, patriotism is the subject, is finite verb, and the sentence is in the affirmative form. So that question will be, isn't, instead of patriotism, it will be it, isn't it? Patriotism is a noble virtue. Is, sentence is in the affirmative, so negative particle isn't is only one word. Is not are two words, but isn't is a single word, isn't. So write down closely so that it can refer that it is a single word, isn't. Then instead of patriotism, the pronoun will be it. isn't it? So number C, about number C. Are you clear about number C?
Yes, sir.
That has two parts, and which part you have to consider and how you have to do the answer, it is clear to you. Okay. Then number D, it inspires a man to shed blood for his country. That means patriotism is such a virtue which inspires a man to shed the last drop of his blood to defend his country. That means patriotism is such a virtue that inspires someone to shed his blood to defend his country for the last breath of his life. So it inspires a man to shed blood for his country. So here, which is the subject? It is the subject, inspire is the verb, that is main verb. A man to shed. So the sentence is written in the affirmative form. So you will give the answer. Someone will give the answer. What will be the answer? You will tell and I will write. It inspires a man. So everything is written within these two words. It inspires.
Doesn't it?
It inspires a man. That means it means patriotism. So inspires. It does not inspire, or does it inspire? So here, according to the subject and the verb, does is the auxiliary verb we have to pick out. So does, D-O-E-S, does. Then the sentence is written in the affirmative form. So doesn't. And it is the subject and it is not noun, it is pronoun. So it itself will be used. So doesn't it? Clear? Everyone is clear?
Yes, sir.
Then number E. A man without patriotism is no better than a beast. A man without patriotism is no better than a beast. That means a man or a person who is not having patriotism in his heart or mind, he is compared to a beast. He is compared to a animal. That means the animal does not have any common sense and it cannot show anything to others. That is why the man who is not having patriotism in his heart or mind, he is no better. He is not better person. He is not better than a beast. That means he is like a beast. He is not better than a beast, that an animal. So this is the expression of that. Then what will be the subject? A man. This is subject. And what is the clarification or what is the information of the man? A man who is not having patriotism. That means without patriotism. That means a man without patriotism is the subject, and we have to consider it as a man. And a man without patriotism is, and the sentence is written in the negative form. The sentence is written in the negative form. And what will be that? What will be that?
Is he?
A man without patriotism is no better than a beast. That means here the answer will be is. And the sentence is written in the negative form. So is, instead of man, there will be he. Is he. So number E, a man without patriotism is no better than a beast. Is he. So this is about number E. So who is confused about anything of number 2? Can anyone tell me? No one is having any confusion. No one is having no
Sir,
confusion.
I had a little problem.
Tell me that.
Sir, I had a problem with my internet. So I couldn't understand number B.
Number B. I try to be so. I try to be so. Yes, that is a good question. This I want. This is what I want. You have an internet problem, and you know that everyone is having internet problem, because you know that millions of students are sitting for class during this time. That is why our internet line is not so strong, and that is why you from your part are facing problems, and with the teachers are facing problem for our part also. So it is not a matter to shame that you are getting the internet problem, you are not telling it. Don't do it. It might happen, because last day, that means yesterday at morning, while I was just entering into the class, Zoom class, that time it started to disturb me, and it lasts for another 5 minutes. And after 5 minutes, the internet line was stable. Then I took the class comfortably. It might happen. There is nothing to be worried for that. It might happen, and you have to get patience for that, because it is out of our hand. It is out of our control. We can't do anything for that, because this internet line we cannot control. This is from outside, and everyone is taking the help from it. And if there is any problem from the main source, then we have nothing to do within our hand. So be patient and don't leave the class. If there is any problem, again enter into the class. And if I have a problem from my side, then I will enter into the class again. Don't think that the class is finished or the class is at the very end. There is internet problem. Yes, everyone is trying to get the full class. You are attending, and we are trying to attend the full class, having internet problem with us. So keep in mind that if there is any problem, then again try to link up in the class. And if you see that, yes, I am facing some problem, don't think that that is the end of the class. That means I am trying to get again into the class. So think that. So number B, I try to be so. I try to be so. Here, I is the subject, and try is the main verb. And what is the auxiliary verb behind the main verb try? If I make it a negative sentence, I do not try. So do is coming out as auxiliary verb. If I make it an interrogative sentence, do I try to be so? Then do is again coming out as the auxiliary verb. So here do is the auxiliary verb. Here do is the auxiliary verb. So do, and the sentence is written in the affirmative form. I try to be so. So negative particle, N apostrophe T. Negative particle will be set here. That means D-O-N apostrophe T. Don't. Then don't. And what is the subject? The subject is I. And don't I. So don't I is the, so this will be. And I told you regarding this writing pattern, regarding this writing pattern there, don't you write down the only answer. That will not carry 10%, that is 100% number, or it may sometimes carry 50%, or it may carry 0. So don't write the only answer. Just you have to write down the full sentence and your answer and underline that. In this way you have to complete it. Otherwise you may get 0 out of 0. Writing everything, you are coming out from the exam hall and you are becoming very fresh that I have answered everything, but you have followed the shortcut method. That is why you never know that the full marks you will not get. But when you will get the result, you see that you have not got your satisfactory number. What is the reason behind it? Your reason is behind that you have not followed the main stream of writing the answer. So that is also important. So anyone is having any question regarding this 5 or this 10? Please, like him, just speak out. Sir, I cannot answer this. I cannot understand this. I have a problem in this. I cannot I'm not clear about the understanding of the sentence, how it is done, just ask me. Be clear about it. Don't hesitate. I'm telling you, don't hesitate, because your learning window, you can learn many things. You can face many problems, and you may not recollect the basic rules because you have done it very earlier. So whatever may be the question, whatever problems you may face during this time, you may ask me. Don't hesitate, because this is a learning center. And I expected that more of you have more questions on me regarding the tag question. Have you any question?
No, sir.
No, sir. Okay. Then I will discuss on tag question as a whole that so the main esteem that by this time we completed 3 classes on 3 weeks on tag question, and I tried my level best to make you understand. I don't know how far I was able to make you understand, but I tried my best. And I hope that as it is not the difficult one, that means difficult question to answer for your SSC exam, and it is not difficult item. So I hope that you have learned it with enjoyable situation, and I expect that you will sit for the book to solve the more problems, and I hope that you will get 5 out of 5 in this item, that means tag question. This is my expectation, and I hope that for getting 5 marks out of 5, you will be a little bit serious. You know that I have told you earlier that there are 3 processes to get good marks in the exam. One is if you analyze lekha pora, then pora, then you have to lekha, then you have to write down something. So lekha pora. Again, if you analyze pora shuna, that means shuna, listening to the lecture of the teachers, then pora. That means pora is common, shuna, pora, and lekha, 3 things. That means you are attending the lecture of a teacher in the classroom. That is very important for the first day of a topic. Then after hearing the lecture, you will sit for the you will sit in the table for your practice. That means you will go through the lines of the book on the lecture you have heard today or you heard yesterday. Then number 3, after having the lecture from your teacher and after reading of your own, you have to sit for the test. That means how much you are ready on that subject, you have to sit for the exam. So these 3 items, these 3 processes are very important for getting good marks in the exam. So according to your demand, at the very beginning of the Zoom class, we discussed that what are the items we should discuss in our class. And you gave the demand that transformation of sentence, tag question, completing, connector, this 4. And by this time, from the very beginning, we have completed transformation of sentence. Then we completed completing sentences. Then we went on tag question, and I think that today it is the end of the tag question. That means we will no more discuss on tag question, and I will go on another item from the next day, that is connector. So if there is any opinion, then you can discuss with me. If there is no other opinion, if you agree with my proposal according to your demand, then from the next day I will go on connector. After completing the connector, if you have any question, any query on anything, these 4 items we have 3 items we have completed by this time. And if there is any confusion on any grammatical item, among the items of SSC level. We can go on that. So that is open for you always. So I hope that in the next day, you will have more participants. I will have more participants in the classroom. That is my expectation. And I will start from connector in the next day. And I hope that you will stay home. You will abide by your parents' advice and don't go outside. And because you know that the pandemic situation is increasing day by day, during this time, you should stay home and read attentively so that you can do better results in the exam. So goodbye for today and see you again, boys.